Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you everyone who are watching this video. I am Muhammad Ali Imran with you, and today I will discuss about the objective of speaking English. Actually, why we are learning English. We have to understand the concept of speaking English. So if you watch this video from beginning to end, you will get the proper concepts of speaking English, the objectives of speaking English, inshallah. So uh, I'm going to I'm going to start the main concepts of speakings. In the beginning of the earth, when Creator created this world or earth, people lived in jungle, people lived in a hill, cave, and different places. They were uncivilized. They couldn't manage the food. They couldn't manage their basic human rights. They were not very conscious about the health. But today, people have become the civilized. We are civilized nation. We are living. We are not living in the jungle. We are not living in the cave. We are not living in the hill. We are living in the very nice house, which is shown in the picture. We are making the different duplex house, different quarters. We are building the 100-story building within a short time. So people are very conscious about their health right now. They are fulfilling their human rights. So the initial time of earth, people invented different things. Like, to become the civilized, they invented wheel, they invented aeroplane, they invented electricity and fire also. So among the inventions, in my concept, is that language was the most crucial inventions of these people. So after inventing the language, people started to be the civilized. So right now we are the civilized nation. When they invented the language, after they were able to communicate with the people, they could help each other, and then they started to be civilized. So we are living in the modern age right now. We are living in the very nice building right now. We are the civilized. So I think language was the most crucial things to be the civilized, from the uncivilized to civilized nation. So today I will describe the importance of learning language, or English language especially. So if you understand this, definitely you will get the energy to learn language. Actually, why we will learn language, you will understand. People are connected each other in these times. We are living in the global village. We can communicate with different nations within a second. If you click only one by the computer or internet or mobile phone, you can communicate with different continents people. Suppose we are living in Bangladesh, my cousins, my friends are living USA, definitely we can communicate with them very easily. But before 100 years, it was actually unimaginable things. The people can communicate with the people by this way. So different countries people, they have the different culture, their education is different, their clothes is different. So actually their thinking also different, their skin color also different. But one thing is very common to us: we are human being. We have some basic common things. Actually, if you learn English, there are more than 4,000 languages in the world. As a people, as a human, it's quite impossible to learn more than 4,000 languages. That is the reason people decided that to make the international language, and English is an international language. So if anyone know English, he or she can communicate with the people of around the world. No matter what, you are in Bangladesh, you are in USA, you are in Middle East, or you are in Australia. They have the different languages respective their countries. They have own local language, their mother language. But if you know how to speak in English, definitely you can communicate with them. So if they have the different cultures, they have the different knowledge, their concepts are different, but when you will learn English, you can communicate with them very easily. So my dear friends, at least as a person you have to know two languages. As a Bangladeshi, you have to know Bengali, your mother tongue, and another was in English, because we are living in the third world country. We are not the developed country who are living in developed country, who are the citizen of developed country. If they want, they cannot learn another language, that means English language, like USA or France or China or Australia. If they want, no need to Chinese. If they want, they should avoid the English. If they want, just I am giving my opinion, but as a Bangladeshi, definitely we have to learn English, because we are not developed nation. We are depending another country. If we think about only our Bangladesh, it's quite impossible to manage the job. It is quite impossible run the country, because we are not developed countries people. We have to think the other countries. In our country, 80 crore people are living right now. Just can you imagine how many people are living over there in a small country? Definitely, if we want to arrange the job, if we want to earn money, if we want to earn remittance, definitely we have to think in different way. At least as a citizen of Bangladesh, we have to know two languages. Our mother tongue is Bengali, and another was in international language. There are many people of Bangladesh who are going outside of the countries. Some of these people are going for studying, some of the people are going for working, some of them are going for immigration, because their relatives are living outside of the country. So we have to think about the language before going abroad. If we become very skilled in English, we will get the fair price from the outside of the country. We will be able to contribute to develop our nation. We will be able to earn huge amount of money from the foreign country. But you just compare with the other nations. Our many workers are going outside of the country for working over there. Without knowing the language, they are not getting the exact salary from them. They are working, they are hard, they are working, they are best, they are giving the best effort, but they are not getting the fair price from the people. If you compare with the Sri Lankan or Indian or Pakistani, they are more skilled in English than us. That is the reason they are earning huge amount of money than the Bangladeshi labor or worker. Brother, I am requesting you, just before going outside of the country, you just learn English properly, because after crossing the Bangladeshi border, you have to speak in English. Nobody will understand the Bengali language. If you feel shy, you will not be able to speak in English. Speak in English, it's your rights. It's the international language. Our government is trying to teach us learning English. Actually, government is providing different things only for, actually we are responsible for this. We don't speak. We feel shy, we feel hesitant. That is the reason we cannot speak in English. But when you will go outside of the country, that time you will understand what's the value of learning English. The same works are doing by the other people. They are getting more money than me. What's the difference? Because they know English, I don't know English. Especially the Bangladeshi people, they don't know how to speak in English. So as a Bangladeshi, I'm requesting you, brother, just before going outside of the country, either you are the student, or you are the immigrant, or you are the worker, you are going over there for getting the job. No matter what, just become very skilled in English. Then you will get your fair price. In this picture, we are understanding we are connected to each other in the world. If you search in your friend list of Facebook, you will get amongst your friends, there are some of foreigners. So if you want to communicate with them, definitely there is no chance to speak in Bengali with them. Definitely you have to speak in English with them. If you want to expose yourself with the other countries people, definitely you have to speak in English. Actually, we have to feel the importance of learning English from our heart. That time we will try our best, and within a short time we will become the fluent speaker in English. I know at the initial stage, it will be difficult for us to learn English, because in our environment is not in our favor. Definitely we have to create the environment. But believe me, if you learn English, you will get thousands of more benefits than your friend who don't know how to speak in English. If you want to be the international citizen, if you want to be the thinker of worldwide, if you think I will be the international citizen, I will not be only the Bangladeshi citizen, that time you will understand what's the importance of learning English. Actually, English is not is a language. It's also your confidence. If you want to be the confident, definitely you have to learn this language. So I'm not insulting our language. I respect my language, because our ancestor gave blood for this language, and I respect my language because I can speak in Bengali also. I can speak in Bengali also because I communicate by this language with my family members, relatives, with my colleagues, as well as my business partners. But as an educated people, definitely I have to learn English. So my dear friends, my dear brothers and sisters, you just think yourself, will you be only the Bangladeshi citizen, or you will be the international citizen? Actually, physically, though we are living in Bangladesh, but virtually we are living in the global village. By the internet or computer, by the mobile phone, you can communicate with whole world. You can communicate with different countries people. You can earn money, no need to go to the office. You can earn money from your home. We are living in that highly advanced era. We are living in the information technologies. We can, if we want, definitely we will be able to earn huge amount of money by the English language. So I'm requesting you, all of you, just try to practice, just try to learn English. You will get every benefits by this language. Then there are lots of job seekers are facing the interview. They are facing problems in interview board. Before entering the interview board, most of the interviewee think about the language. Actually, will he face the English language or Bengali? Actually, interviewer will ask Bengali or English. That is the reason some of the interviewee actually become very nervous. They know everything. They have the confidence. They have the proper knowledge about the subject, but without knowing the English, they cannot answer the questions of interviewer. If you want to be the foreign cadre, if you want to be the admin cadre, definitely, or if you want to get the corporate job or any defense officer, as a defense officer, if you want to join, definitely you have to be very skilled in English. Because in any sector, if you want to expose yourself, you have to think, you have to speak, or you have to do everything in English. So before entering the interview board, if you learn English, you will be more confident than the present condition in the interview board after learning English. So if you think, if you practice only one day and you will be able to speak in English fluently, it's your own concept, brothers and sisters. Because if you just, I'm giving the example, when baby tries to learn any language, only for knowing the father, this word, actually baby tries more than 1 lakh or 2 lakh times. Just can you imagine? If you want to be the fluent speaker English, it is the foreign language, you are living in Bangladesh, it's more difficult. If you live in America, it's easy to learn English because it's the mother language of American. What the citizen of Bangladesh, they can speak in Bengali easily because it's our mother tongue. So my dear brothers and sisters, especially who are the job seeker, please just try to speak every day. Just try to speak with your family members, friends, relatives in English. Then when you will face the interview board, it will be very easy for you to answer the questions in English and you will get the job easily. In the job sector, especially the environment is becoming very competitive day by day, especially in this critical situation for the pandemic of COVID-19, many people are losing their job, especially who have the salary more than 1 lakh, who have the high salary. All over the world, people are losing their job. So job lives are more complicated, uh, becoming more complicated day by day. After joining any job, you have to face different situations, especially if you want to occupy any vital post. Definitely you have to show you are very skilled in English, you have the management quality, you have the good presentation skill. After that, you will be promoted in the supreme position. By the Bengali language, it will be difficult to occupy the vital post. If you think I want to occupy the vital post in the office, definitely it can be the political side, it can be the army officer, it can be the anything, educational sectors or anywhere. If you want to occupy the supreme post, definitely you have to be very skilled in English, because in government sector or corporate sector, no matter where, you have to communicate with different peoples, you have to handle the people, because you are the supreme. That is the reason you have to communicate with different countries people. They will speak in English with you, so they will not speak in Bengali with you, though the official language of Bangladesh is Bengali. If any foreigner come to Bangladesh, definitely they will speak in English, because it's an international language. So as an educated people, or as a superior, definitely you have to learn English. So my dear friends, who are the job holders, please learn English properly to be the promoted in your job sectors. No matter what, you are the doctors, engineers, or lawyers, or any places or any job sectors. If you want to get the vital post, definitely, brothers, you have to learn English. There is no alternative way without learning English. Then I would like to talk about the freelancer. Many people today are trying to become the freelancer. There are thousands of people in Bangladesh, they are trying to be the freelancer. If you want to be the freelancer, I'm requesting you, before entering this profession, definitely you have to be very skilled in English, because as a freelancer you have to communicate with the foreigners. If you just chat with them, it's little bit difficult to convince them. If you contact with them by the audio call, video conference, it's easy to convince, because you have to uh, convince them. Without you will not get without convincing, you will not get the job. If you compare with Indian people, they are more effective, or they are more expert than us, because they know how to speak English. Their English skill better than us. So my dear friends who are trying to be the freelancer, definitely you have to learn English. And if you become the expert in English, definitely you will get more and more work, you will get more order of work from outside of the country. You are working around the world, so you have to think broadly. If you think I will work only for Bangladeshi people, no brother, it's your wrong concept. You are freelancer, so all doors are open for you. If you can manage the customer, if you can convince the customers, you can earn huge amounts of remittance from your house. No need to go outside of the country. If you think I will live in Bangladesh with my family members or relatives, and beside doing this, also I will earn money from outside of the country, this is possible because we are living in the IT era. We can communicate with the people by the mobile phone or internet or computer within a second or very easily. So becoming freelancer, definitely there is no alternative way without learning English. So at least you should learn 2 or 3 languages. First of all, you have to ensure you know how to speak in Bengali rightly or correctly. Secondly, you have to learn the international language, that means English. Then you can learn also the French, Japanese, or Arabic language also. Uh, I want to share my story when I started to study in my university life. That the first class, teacher started to conduct the class in English. Suddenly, some of our friends stood up and asked the teacher to deliver their speech in Bengali. They requested teachers to speak in Bengali. That day, actually, we lost everything. Teachers tried his best to deliver the speech in English. We should have encouraged the teacher to describe everything in English. That time, actually, we got the actual benefit of learning English. But that day, we lost everything because we destroyed everything. We spoiled our encouragement. We spoiled everything in the university life. We got, we are till now we are suffering without learning the English. After completing my graduation, I understood how we did in that day. Teacher tried their best to deliver everything in English. If we studied in English, we would get a good job. There is a chance. There was a chance also. So, my dear friends, I'm requesting who are the university students. When teacher tries to speak in English, deliver in English, definitely you should encourage the teacher, because after completing your graduation, you will understand what you learned, because you have to face the real things, practical, critical situation in your real life. So, my dear friends, at the first time, like me, you will also face some problems to understand the English, but after passing some days, when you will try your best, you will learn, you will understand everything. Who are conducting the class in English. In every sectors, at the beginning time, we face different problems, but after passing some days, it will be very easy for you. But if you conduct the class in English, if you attend the English class regularly, you will get the real flavor of becoming the graduate. So we face different problems after becoming the graduate. Actually, who are the graduate? Definitely they are highly educated. Actually, there are lots of students in Bangladesh, many students, they are becoming graduate. But it's a great regrettable thing is that today we are looking some of the babies or some of the illiterate people are speaking English. They are very famous in our society. As a graduate, we are greeting them, we are big hands for them. But my question is that who are the students of class 3? We are greeting them or greeting him or her, but we don't think ourselves. We are the graduates, we are doctors, we are engineers, we are lawyers, we are also from different department. We have finished our graduations, we cannot speak in English. But when a student of class 3, he or she can speak in English, we think they are most intelligent than us. No, brother, it's your wrong concept. Actually, we should we feel shy about this. Actually, we are insulted by the baby, we are insulted by the illiterate people. We are educated, we are doctors, we have finished, we are most intelligent students, we are doctors, we understood many mathematical terms, we solved different problems in mathematics, very critical topics of engineering. But we only without actually we don't practice English. That is the reason we cannot. And when a baby speak in English, we think they are most intelligent than us. Brother, you are most intelligent student. That is the reason you have finished your graduation from reputed university. So we have to think, as a graduate we are successful. If we think only for Bangladesh, it's our misconceptions. Actually, as a graduate, we think about the whole world. We have to compete with the other nations. We have to show, yes, as a Bangladeshi, we are not weak. We have to show, yes, we can. We have the intelligence. If we want, definitely Bangladesh will be the successful country. Bangladesh will be the developed country within 20 years, 50 years. What have the target of our government? So definitely we have to contribute to develop our nation in the future life. Then thousands of students are getting different certificates of language, especially of English. I'm talking about the IELTS examinations. It's a English language testing systems. So definitely thousands of students are getting English certificate, that means IELTS certificates or English certificate from different coaching centers. I just ask, I just want to ask you who have the certificates. If you have the skill in English, you are certified, you got 8 out of 9, you got 8.5 out of 9 in IELTS exam, why you are not speaking in Bangladesh in front of the people? You feel shy? There are 4 parts in IELTS exam. We know that: speaking, reading, writing, and listening. Also, I got the IELTS result. Brother, if you feel shy, if you don't speak in English in front of us, how our next generation or successor will learn English? You are the teachers of English department. You are the mentor of us. You will teach us how to speak in English. As a teacher, it's your responsibility, brother. I am from the engineering background. I have the knowledge about the engineering. You are the teachers of English department. You are the students of English department. So if you speak in English, everybody will take easily. If you don't speak, how will we learn English from the other people? So I'm requesting, especially who have the certificate of IELTS, GRE or GMAT, please speak in English with in front of us. That time we will get the encouragement from you, and our successor will learn from you. So if you just learning English for getting the certificate, I think you will be able to go outside of the country, but you will not get the real flavor of learning English. It's your asset. It's your asset. If you apply these assets with us, you will be the legend. There is a chance you will be very famous. So I am requesting all of you who have the skill, who have the certificate, just share this knowledge with us. And don't make English language very complicated for us. It's a language, so if we practice together, definitely we will get the chance to speak. You will make the environment, also we will make the environment, and we will learn this language easily. That time our next successor, our next generation will learn English, because Bangladesh got the independent about almost 50 years. Just imagine, just can you imagine, we cannot speak in English till now. Our government is trying their best to provide our environment. The English subject is mandatory class 1 to HSC. Just imagine. Also we studied in university as a subject in university, but till now we are just learning 3 parts of language: reading, writing, and listening. Why not speaking, brother? If you want to be the speaker, we are not the native. Why are you thinking just about the grammar? When a baby born in the world, actually they learn grammar before learning language. Actual scenario is that at first they learn language, then they learn grammar. So I think don't be headache, don't take it seriously to learn grammar. You just want to be the speaker. You, at the first time you have to learn English, you have to be the speaker. Then if you want to if you want to know more about the English, then you can learn English language, English grammar. So my dear friends, just we have to think in different way. We have to make the environment, then we will be able to speak in English in the future, inshallah. So in our country there are lots of problems. Actually, who are trying to learn English, they are facing different problems. I also faced different problems. When I got some friends like Ananto Bhai, Rifat, Fahad, Nashid Bro, Aminul Bhai, Tilok, Sadeka, Ujjal, Sujan, I got also some friends. I really grateful for them, to them, because I tried my best to learn English. After completing my graduation also, I tried my best to learn English, because English is my passion. English is my passion. I want to learn English. I want to teach English. I'm very actually regret about my life, because after completing my graduation, I learned English. But right now, I feel proud. Yes, at least I can speak in English. I can understand English. Then I will try my best to expose myself to the people. So I faced also the problem when I started to learn English. When I started to speak in English with me, many friends insulted me. I was insulted by my colleagues. I was insulted by my family members as well as my friends who are very close to me. You are my friends, my dear brothers and sisters who are trying to learn English. You will also face some problems. In Bangladesh, actually there are lots of people, they cannot speak in English, but if when you will go to learn English, then you will face different problems. They will humiliate you. Just overcome this situation, when you will be the fluent speaker, when you will be very skilled in English, then these friends actually who are insulting you, they will appreciate you in your future life. This is the nature of Bangladeshi people. So I'm requesting, who are just try to humiliate the people, brother, just drop this matter. When a people, or when a person is trying to learn English, just encourage him, just encourage her, because it's a good sign to develop the nation, to develop himself. It's too much important to build a good career in your future life, to be the skilled in English. So we have to think out of box, like this chicken, because if you come out from your shell, if you come out from your comfort zone, if you want to learn English, definitely you have to think out of box. You have to come out from your comfort zone. When you will face the real problem, when you will try your best to speak with your friends, your colleagues, when you will be humiliated by the people, that time when you become the passionate about learning English, actually nobody will stop you. So I think we think out of box. We have to think about the world. No need to think about only for Bangladesh. You are educated, you know everything, you know about the world, you are graduated, you are educated, you are doctor, engineer, you are lawyer, you have finished your graduation from different subjects. So as an educated people, you have to think out of box. You have to be very skilled in this language. Then no matter what, which profession you are, as a doctor you have to learn English, as an engineer you have to learn English, as an educated you have to learn English, as a lawyer you have to learn English. In any profession, if you want to be successful, definitely you have to learn English properly. So before learning English, you have to be determined. You have to fix your goal. Yes, by hook or by crook, I have to learn English. Then you will, if you face different problems, you will get the alternative way how to solve this problem. But if you don't become, if you don't fix your goal, when you will face the problem, you will just quit the you will quit and you will go another way. So my dear friends, your determination from actually is important to be the fluent speaker, to be the skilled in English. So English is too much important to be great, to be successful in our real life. So if you get any encouragement, I will be very happy. So from today, from now, you just start one day, today or tomorrow, you will be the successful. So my dear friends, if you want to know anything about the English, you can contact with me. Or if you think, yes, I want to develop my skill in English, you can communicate with me in different ways. I have two email address, imran114019@gmail.com, or you can mail me motivatorimran@gmail.com. Also, I have the Facebook group Spoken English with Imran, also Messenger group Spoken English with Imran, and also you can search me, you can catch me Imran Duet. If you write in the Messenger, you will get me. Also, I have two YouTube channels, one for learning English, Spoken English with Imran, another for the business purpose, Forever Business with Imran. So if anyone want to earn extra money beside doing the job, you can communicate with me, or also you can be the full-timer in Forever. You can also run the business without any investment. Also, there is my personal number. You can communicate by this personal number. You can call me anytime for learning English, 01738306125. My humble request, all of you, thank you for what I'm requesting you, just practice on yourself, just practice with your colleagues, friends, or your family members. If you learn English, you will be the respected people. You will be able to occupy the vital post in your respective jobs. So thank you for watching this video, and if you like this video, definitely you will subscribe these channels, and you will set your bell icon for getting the new video. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Pray for me.